Serafine is asking about a comparison of conversion rates between CPA on mobile versus regular CPA. And that's an interesting question. And you know what? It really goes back to the offer and the landing page. So if it's not so much the comparison between mobile and the web, it's more of what kind of landing page and how extensive is the offer. So just like on the web, an offer that has one field or two fields, like a zip submit or some simple landing page, is going to convert much higher than an offer with 12 fields and asking for all kinds of intricate, detailed information.
Well, here's a good example. Here's a 3-field offer, and here's a 1-field offer. And the 1 field's going to convert much higher than the 3-field.
Right. Now the thing to also recognize with that is that just the nature of landing pages on phones is that we don't have as much real estate to deal with it. You have on your computer screen, and so therefore most of the offers are going to be along these lines that you see here with much fewer fields. So that's going to help your conversions right there. So it's not practical to ask somebody to sit there on their phone and fill out 12 or 15 fields like you might do on a web form. So that right there tells you a little bit about the conversion rates.
And I think some of this is, you have to start thinking about any form of affiliate or CPA marketing and try to get as apples to apples comparison as possible. So I'll just tell a really quick story. So I, a few years ago, was promoting as an affiliate for, at this time, this will tell you how many years ago, was DLP television. So this goes back, 6 years ago when DLP televisions are hot. Obviously now you do this with LED televisions. And I built a really nice blog, and I started getting all this traffic, and I was promoting it organically, and things were looking pretty good traffic-wise, but I wasn't selling any TVs, and I'm trying to figure out why. I have some pretty good long-tail keywords in there. And then I realized that I was using Big Bob's, television program or, affiliate program, whatever it was. And no one was buying. And let's say that Big Bob had an 8% commission. And what I did is I wanted to test Amazon, and Amazon had a 4% commission. So my thought is, I'm going to make half the money. The second I switched the link, I started selling TVs as an affiliate because people trusted and believed in Amazon. So when you looked at the payouts, it's not apples to apples because Amazon was paying half the price, but they were starting to get sales because the trust factor was in there. Same thing with the forms. So let's say you see a form like this and it's a few dollars. And you see a form like this, and let's say it's 35 cents. So many people are just going to ignore this and skip this and saying, I'm not going to run a 35-cent offer. Well, I'm here to tell you that we will show you some results for this specific offer today. And we have affiliates who are doing 5 figures a month in mobile commissions just on this one offer. So you can't make assumptions, especially in a new market like mobile, and you really need to test, and then you really need to compare what it looks like to try to get that apples-to-apples comparison. So this 1 field versus a 3 field, the conversion rate might be a lot lower on this, but what's the payout? We have to look at this and break this down in the end to what we call our EPC, or earnings per click, and we'll talk a little bit more about this. But it's really important not to just dismiss an offer because of the payout, and you don't always want to go, and this is beyond mobile, this is also a general comment even for web-based affiliates and using OfferVault. Don't always run to the highest paying offer in your category. Really look at the landing page. Is the consumer, your end prospect, going to trust this to transact with it or to complete the form? And is this form more difficult than the other form that might pay 1/3 as much, but it converts 5 times higher? Well, if it pays 1/3 as much as the other form, but converts 5 times higher, guess what? You make more money. So I think that's a really important thing to consider. And I see affiliates make that mistake all the time. Mark, do you have any other comments on it? I think this is just a really important point, even kind of beyond mobile. Did I lose you, Mark? Okay, he must have hopped off. So I will have Mark agree with myself and say that was an important point. Okay, so
Howie.
yes.
Yeah, sorry, I clicked the wrong.
No problem. It's okay. I told everyone you agreed with me as usual.
So no, I wanted to make a point about landing pages also, and again, it kind of, goes broadly over mobile versus web pages the same, and that is, if you look at this page here, that's up here right now, it's a very simple page. It's not fancy. It doesn't have photos and flashing lights, and it's just a very simple plain page. And and we've tested this, and these pages work. So don't be fooled by simple pages. And the same applies to the web. You might have heard the term like ugly sells. As far as websites, an ugly website a lot of times makes more money than a super fancy website. So sometimes people spend all their time making the site all pretty and and it looks like super impressive, but does it convert? And so again, don't get fooled by the flashing lights and the fancy pages. Simpler, and especially now on phones, generally works better than something that's crazy and fancy.
Yeah, no, I agree, and I think that's a great point. Ugly affiliates typically make more money. It's kind of funny when you look at it like that. So it's real important to realize that that always happens too. So we have new publishers, right, new affiliates to come in and look at a page like this, and this is our one field phone submit dating offer, and this is actually the most popular offer in our network. And people come and say, it pays 35 cents, 40 cents, depending on what's going on volume-wise. And they look at how simple this is, and they're like, this is just this, this ugly offer. Why is anyone going to run this? It only pays 35 or 40 cents. And my answer to that is, you know what? Why don't you test it and see exactly how this is working before you make an assumption on if this is going to be the right thing for you or not. And I think that's a really critical point, is that you need to test things, and people dismiss things all the time. So if you were just going off a pretty page and a high-paying offer, you would ignore this. You would never run this. And I'm here to tell you, and I'll show you the stats to back it up, that you'd be missing out on one of the highest converting offers we've ever run. And it's ugly, it's simple, and it pays 35 to 40 cents. And again, as I mentioned, we have affiliates who make consistently month after month five-figure commissions on this one offer alone. So it shows you that again, we just can't make these assumptions on maybe the landing page isn't as pretty as you thought, or the payout is low. Again, it's all about the payout plus the conversion. That's how we get to our earnings per click. When we're doing direct linking, or arbitrage really is what this market is, you're going to spend 5 cents and your goal is to make 7 cents. And that 7 cents breaks down to our earnings per click. That's what matters in this math. Not the prettiness of a page or the payout. It's the conversion rate and the payout together, and what our overall EPC, earnings per click, looks like.
Now, Howie, some people are asking about, they want to see, what offer is going to make them a lot of money, and this is one of the offers right here.
This is our top performing offer. It's the ugliest, most simple offer, and it pays 35 to 40 cents. And this is one of the most popular and profitable offers in our network. It's amazing when you think about it like that, right? You look at this and you're like, 35, 40 cents, so simple, I'm going to skip it. Well, that's why we're here tonight, to show you campaigns that really work. And I'll show you the stats live. I mean, we'll log into our publisher account, we'll log into 2 ad networks, and we'll show you how